This might be a hot take, but if you are a content creator, you should not be looking at other people's content in order to get inspiration. And honestly, this can apply to so many other things like fashion advice also. But think about it, if we're constantly looking at each other's content and recycling each other's ideas, then all of the content is going to start to look the same. And recently, what I have been doing is going back to my roots. So, back in 2020, when social media was not as prevalent and as big as it is right now, I used to get inspiration from the world around me. I would go and talk to people, I would spend time with my grandparents. I used to do a lot of skits that were based on things that my grandparents would say and do. I would listen to the things that people said in conversations and I would use that as skits, as like little funny things to put in my videos. I would go outside, I would walk, I would look at nature, and I would be inspired by seeing flowers on the trees. And then I started putting flowers in my hair. I would see butterflies in this spot that I used to go hang out at, and I started putting butterfly clips in my hair. And that became something that people love. So recently, I started doing those things again. I started to look at books, look at magazines, look at different mediums. I started looking at architecture and blogs like AD, which is Architecture Digest. But yes, we need to start looking at other forms of media in order to get inspiration. And the same with outfits. Don't just look at Pinterest, look at other things. If you're going to be a content creator, that's one thing. But if you're going to be an influencer, the whole point is to inspire and influence others. So you can't lead when you're facing the crowd, or you can't lead from the crowd. That means your back is going to be to the crowd and you're doing something that's never been done before. And in order to do that, it has to be based on your individual life experiences. And you cannot do that if you're looking at somebody else's content. I will never forget back in like 2020, Instagram put together this little workshop thingy, and they had Trevor Noah speak. And he said that at that time in his life, he had a lock on his Instagram and all his social medias, and his friend had the password to it. And every day he would get 1 minute to scroll. And he said, you cannot create content when you are constantly consuming it. And once you do that, you are actually making ideas that are original and you're not copying anyone else.